A lot of people who don't make it in life are not untalented. In fact, they're very gifted. But one thing we need to know is that it's easy for giftedness to turn into delusion. If you're not careful, there is a kind of intelligence that produces unintelligence. In economics, there's something we call positive and normative economics. Positive economists ask what is actually happening. But normative economists, they tell you what should be happening. Gifted people almost live their entire life normative. They are obsessed with how things should work, but not how things do work. And that's where potentials go to die. Instead of gathering data, studying how the world works, checking how systems operate, you want to force your own internal logic on reality. And that's why nothing works. Let's talk about the paradox of plenty. Some of us call it resource curse. It's a place where nations have resources but have nothing to show for it. Why? They are so deluded by their idea of abundance that they sit down and do nothing. There are plenty resources removes the sense of urgency. See, giftedness works the same way. Gifted people, when they fail, they don't see it as evidence of broken strategy. They see it as evidence of a broken system. You start to feel like the world is dumb, like it rewards nonsense, like you are too intelligent for this kind of things the world seems to pay for. But let me ask you a question. If you are so smart, why aren't you winning where everyone else is winning? There's a famous saying that a good sign of intelligence is when you get the things you want out of life. The world does not reward potentials, it rewards outcomes. It only responds to execution. Truly intelligent people don't argue with reality, they study it. They don't push their ideas of how markets should behave, they study the markets. They don't force the consumers, they study the consumers. They understand the theory of consumer behavior, theory of demand and supply, theory of costs, theory of markets, theory of prices. They understand how systems are built, how they have been built over time. They gather data, they study patterns, and they know how to exploit loopholes to build success. The tragedy of the gifted is never lack of talent, it's lack of structure. And most gifted people don't crash dramatically. They fade gradually, convinced that we're better and smarter than a game they never bothered to learn how to play. And that's why they always lose. So if you want to win, learn the game. Thank you.